giving ourselves away to something beautiful. I recall the way it felt to hold your hand and be by your side, just so beautiful. Are you there yet? Are you here with me now? Are you there yet? Are you here with me now? Lace-covered windows, that was your favorite song. I catch your smile, but when I stand at my window, there is a breeze telling me there's something gone. Are you there yet? Are you here with me now? Are you there yet? Are you here with me now? nothing gets you high. You're poor the day you die. And alcohol, it only makes you tired. But see, you feel as good
died the day Dylan went rock and roll. The Rolling Stone lost his soul. It's blowing in the wind. Heard you moved away with some uni friends. Build a city in a tree and talk to flowers. Gone for hours, and we live so high we might never come down, never come down. I got a 9 to 5. I bought a brand new car. I take the kids to church on Sunday and bet on football. And how the years go by right before your eyes. Live a lifetime in a day until the next one, where I'll be someone. And we live so high we might
When he was little, when he was very young, he was a sweet little quiet thing. He was very quiet, a bit introverted, shy, a bit shy till he was about 5. Then he started to come out of his shell a bit, but he was always very quiet.
And we used to go for earlies here at DY when we were that young, that we'd walk down the middle of the road in the dark, because we both were that young and still sort of believed in monsters that would come out of the side of the road. So I'm thinking if you're in the middle of the road, we'd be safe.
And he just wanted to be the best. He just wanted to surf and be the best. Wanted to be the world champion. So he said that at 14, I'm going to be a world champ one day.
He had the ability. I seen him do manoeuvres in '89 guys still haven't done now. A few guys made fun of him when he first got sponsored, and he went within himself, which was a very weird thing to do.
I would say Shane's being shy about things, like a bit introverted, lacking in a bit of maybe self-confidence. Okay in the water, but out of the water maybe didn't feel he could cope with it all.
I guess the first time I heard mention of Shane was when my business partner at the time came to me and said, oh, there's this young guy. And I'd heard that before. It's something that, if you've been shaping for a long time, you'll hear mention of new hot surfers. But my business partner had a tone of voice that was a little bit different. I just saw that there was a gruntiness mixed in with a kind of a mad side as well. So he had a crazy little head flip kind of turn that reminded me a tiny bit of Occy, in the sense that Occy could do these little look backs and get very expressive. So I thought, well, that's good. There's a looseness of not giving a fuck what your style looks like, and yet this incredible focus with his pump.
I mean, perfect centre of gravity didn't hurt. I know Slater worked on a lower centre of gravity when he came across Shane. Well, I don't know if you call it it wasn't a new line. Those lines had been drawn, but he was just doing them so amazingly. And no double turning to get to the lip. Like one line, come out of that one line again. No wiggling at all. Like pure, trying to just pure surf. Like,
I think if I look at and compare Shane's style or approach to all the other guys that I've ever made boards for, it was probably the most honest style that I'd seen. It was really exactly the way his personality was. It was raw, pure fucking raw, natural style. Yeah, I guess I compared him to other guys that I'd made boards for. I mean, a very small number of boards for someone like Joe Ingle. That helped hugely, because he would go wailing into a cutback in the same way as what Shane did.
The Coke win was good. The win was good. It was what followed after the win that he didn't handle. He didn't have the psyche to handle it. Just needed a Kelly Slater psyche. That's what he needed to handle the media and everything after that.
No matter what he was doing in life, I think he was going to head the way he headed in his road, because the first time I basically met Slater, one of the first things Slater has said to me is, your brother's an alcoholic.
I think there is a definite link between the eccentricity / insanity and the approach to the wave.
What do they say? That the brightest flame burns the quickest, or whatever. And that intensity, like, to get that good is maybe that's very hard to sustain.
What were the main attributes do you think that kind of affected your just kind of keeping going on that trajectory?
Maybe lack of self-confidence, maybe drinking too much, partying too much, having too much fun, as we talked about. Just having too much fun and too much money. That's all you can put it down to.
Too much money to spend, too much wanting to be nice to his friends and spend money on his friends and go out, and then it just became a vicious circle.
It's like everyone else became fuckwits and annoyances, and another person, wanting to take something. So, his sensitive foundation was a driving force, and his undoing.
It took 3 years. It basically took 3 years to reach the top. Obviously I didn't win a world title, but You know, it took 3 years to get to the top, and it took 3 years to get to the bottom.
And then the next time I saw him was with the same kind of, like it was like that was one key moment where I saw a shift, a bad shift. And then in Hawaii, I don't think it couldn't have been much later, when I saw him walking towards me, or someone walking towards me along Sunset. And I went, oh, looked a little bit like a drunk. He was just shuffling through the sand. Just some smash dude has a massive night, and he got closer and closer and went, that's my number one team rider. What have you done all night? He was annihilated. He'd been up doing whatever, and I just felt sorry. Just went, oh, it's not going to be easy. He's just going to disappear.
Do you have regrets?
No, I don't think so. I mean, if you're born in Australia, you've won the lottery, pretty much. You know, and I still get by. I don't have regrets. I actually have good memories.
Yeah, the experience of making those boards for Shane, the banana boards, as a request of his, already put quite a bit of feeling into the moment when I watched him ride it. And so when we did arrive at South Ave and the board is just resting on the ground looking weird, that was already a trip. But then to give it to someone who's hugely inspired, who inspired me to make the thing, and then watch him in perfect 4 to 5 foot waves that were just the right kind of bowly shape to actually unleash the thing, that, yeah, how could there be anything better? I don't think I've ever seen a board utilised and exploited and put on rail to such a degree.
So there's certain waves that they were going to be really good for, almost like stationary waves, I suppose, very sucky waves, but not for all round.
It was just disappointing that I had to get off the banana boards and start getting back into my flow again, you know. And I went back to the V-bottoms. I said to Greg, you can shape some nice V-bottoms. And he did. They got bloody stolen in France. So I went, yeah, I was spewing. Sprayed lovely by whatever his name was, and they got stolen in France. First night I got to France, they got bloody stolen.
Maybe a little bit silly, not fully working out your equipment, thinking you can just jump to one whole different side of thing. I mean, different boards for different waves, like, yeah.
The baked beans, mate, the baked beans were unreal. They were round noses. I said, oh, we don't need this extra 10 inches in the nose. You just go the baked beans. We called them baked beans. And they were round noses. They were about 5'8", 5'10", if that, 5'8". And they were flat, and they were V-bottoms. And it was bizarre. We went from this curvy thing with concave to a round nose V-bottom.
It got to the point where Shane was going to do what Shane was going to do. No one, even to this day, can point him in a different direction. And it just so happened to be that he was in the top 10 of the world at the time when he was choosing to basically stuff it all up. He didn't want it anymore. So if you don't want it, that's it. It's all changed. You've got skinny fellas doing aerials instead of big legs doing turns. And it's like, well, okay, where are we going to go? Are we going to go back to that, or are we going to stay with this? What's going to pay? That Pete came along, and yeah, he surfed incredible. And then the fame and the money came towards the end of it, which is quite bizarre. I suppose he could have done, if he could have struggled along for another 10 years and tried to be sober and quite possibly never surfed as good as what he already had. I'm pretty similar. I don't think he can have just a couple of beers. I think he's pretty much, any redemption, he'll have to stop drinking. Because, and start surfing, he might find a bit of happiness.
Yeah, he doesn't dwell on anything. When it's over, it's over. Oh well, that happened, didn't happen. Don't obsess about it. If it didn't work, it didn't work, and I didn't do that, so I didn't do it, so we'll just get on with life. No, there's no dwelling on anything and getting angry, and there's a lot of what ifs, I suppose, but not angry what ifs. No blame, never blames anyone, doesn't blame anyone. It's, that was what I wanted. That's what I did.
The best case scenario is to have a nice roof over your head, some good food, stay healthy, and journey on. Just journey on.
Fickle wind that blow around my head that float like waves upon a distant shore. They keep me on my own, yeah. The way it's just around the corner now. I see it in a moment now. Like waves upon a distant shore, they keep me on my own, yeah. The way it's just around the corner now. I see it in a moment now, yeah. Like waves upon a distant shore, they keep me on my own, yeah. The way it's just around the corner now. I see it in a moment now, yeah.
it was just the dream surf trip.
Yeah, so we arrived in the jungle and everyone was in a really good frame of mind, a lot of fun, had a few beers, told tiger stories, went to bed. I'm not sure what time it was in the morning, but probably around 2 a.m. I heard this sound, really loud roaring sound, and I thought it was monsoon.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was a tsunami, you know. It was kind of just one of those things where I thought, shit, is the swell just jacked up and all of a sudden jumped to 20 foot and the tide's come up and...
That is the fucking loudest thing I've ever heard, and then just a wall of dark water covered me.
I didn't know what it was. I had no idea what this water was. All I knew, I was underwater in a mosquito net getting pulled apart. I think I was trapped underwater.
I'd been caught in my mosquito net, rolled up in it, doubled up in my mattress, and the floor of the hut and the whole hut had collapsed down on me, but I was under there and not able to get out.
It was like I hadn't seen water move like that before, and I recognised it as a tsunami.
And I don't know if it was 5 or 10 feet of water over my head just going. I didn't know what was happening. I just knew I'm underwater and I'm trapped.
And then that's when, I don't know, my body just went into some really weird animal fucking... just gotta fight it. And yeah, it's fucking scary.
I could never hold my breath that long today, but I was holding my breath as long as I could, and then I started to hallucinate, and then I started to struggle.
And that's when Bainey's hut got knocked down.
I just felt I didn't feel helpless, like I felt like I had to fight, you know, my body took over and it was this sort of animal instinct that just went, fuck, you gotta get out of here.
There was an enormous dead tree in front of the hut, and the surge of water just lifted it up like it was just a matchstick.
And I just imagined we were all underwater, and if I just had a surfboard that I could wrap myself around, I would go poof, and I would come up in the Indian Ocean, and all I would see were like the tips of volcanoes.
And next minute I've hit a tree. And I don't know how high the water was, how high it was, but I grabbed that tree and I was holding on like no tomorrow. And then I've actually clung onto it and climbed it.
The most dramatic thing I've ever seen in my life was that entire ocean of water sucking back out to sea.
Then I started to struggle, panic, and I just didn't want to die, all curled up like a little bug in my thing. And so I just took the net and I ripped it as hard as I could. And as I ripped it and I stood up, the water dropped down to my thigh.
I remember holding onto the tree, and I remember I could hear the water now a little bit subsiding.
It was only until the water had gone over and receded, how long that took I don't know, but I started to hear everyone screaming.
And I've had to sort of get the energy and the willpower to actually climb out of the tree, I ran down back into the jungle. And then we've all sort of had to get together. Everyone who's cut up and injured has to get the strength and the will to actually run back out towards the ocean onto the reef and run up the beach onto higher land.
People in the light going, what happened? You know, what happened? I was like, I was fucking water, a wave just came and took out my thing, and I wanted to go back. I actually went back there to see if any of my stuff was there. And when I started creeping back to see what was left, another wave came up. I was like, oh fuck, and we all kind of backed off.
I just remember, you know, you were freaking out because it was that like second wash wave and we didn't know if it was coming back. It was just pandemonium. Just fucking trauma.
We were getting rolled, pinned, trapped underwater. Where we're going upside down, sideways, where local people, they've never done any swim training. They've never been in the ocean upside down, held underwater like we have. So, in a way, we were probably lucky, even though we didn't know what was hitting us. We probably didn't panic like they would have.
A lot of times when we wipe out, we don't open our eyes, obviously, and we're down there and we get tumbled and rolled and hitting the reef. And, you know, through time, you build a resistance to fearing that. You think, well, it's going to pass. I'm going to get up. I'm going to be okay. So I think that was probably a pretty strong thing for a lot of the guys that experienced this as surfers. They probably just had that sense, okay, all right, we're going to do whatever it takes under here. You know, we're going to deal with it.
No surfers were killed because they wouldn't be here if they weren't surfers. They're here because it's the best wave in the world. But because they're surfers, they've got skills that no one else has. It was amazing that no one died in the camp, but people died all around the camp, which is sad and tragic.
Every now and then, and maybe it's when I'm a bit stressed, I don't know, but I have these dreams where I'm just pinned, and or I'm underwater and I'm trying to get up to get a breath.
And I felt gifted in some sense, but on the other side of that gift was a curse, and it was a strange light and darkness of survivor, scared, immortal, doom is coming right around the corner, I'm next, something horrible is going to happen.
Just couldn't find places. I don't know whether that came from being trapped in the mosquito net underwater and trying to get out. And I get this real hot collar thing around my neck where I can't breathe and that sort of thing.
So I think it changed my view, my outlook, definitely my outlook on probably life a bit. Whereas I just started to realise that, yeah, some of the smaller things in life are the more important things, you know, simple things.
love.